engine to try and start. We somehow loaded all 4 speakers onto the back.
It was a one-eyed merchant who came into the inn with his tall standing staff and his bags of rabbit skin. He walked among the tables of the cider drinkers' lair, but no one seemed to notice as he tried to sell his wares. It wasn't very long before his hopes began to shrink. He crept towards the innkeeper and bought himself a drink. Then he saw us in the corner and he slid up like a snail. He sat down next to Starshine and began to tell his tale. He used to be a sailor before he lost his eye. Then he set off as a wanderer, his fortune for to try. He'd seen the wonders of the world and heard the sirens sing, and once a triumph time had crowned him as their king. He'd seen more things with his one good eye than many see with two, and now he was an old man, he had little left to do. But there's still one journey, one last trip to make, before he trod the final track that every man must take. It was many a year ago that he heard the story told of a treasure few men knew about, a cup of beaten gold. But his merchant's mind was not drawn on by the thought of gold alone. Set in the cup's deep bottom was a priceless azure stone. By chance it found an ancient map in an ancient tomb, and he'd been on the trail of the fabulous cup under many a sun and moon. Through mountain, forest, plain it went, with never a twist or bend. And here in the wood outside the inn was the start of the journey's end. The merchant stopped and glared at us, his voice was dark and low. I've come so far on the quest, he said, and no further can I go. My bones are old and weary, my sinews they grow slack, and I'm looking for another one to bring the treasure back. I do not crave possession, I only wish to see. If you will end my quest, he said, and fetch the cup for me. Once I have it in my sight, my eyes can drink their fill. Then you may keep the golden cup and use it as you will. moss grew thick upon the pine and the oak. The birds sang out in every tree. Through the valley, over the hill, past the standing snow. Goodbye, friends of drunken nights. Goodbye to half a glow. Starshine walked beside me there, my lover and my friend. And you should always stay by me, companion to the end. Ship didn't need to hold my hand, her body close to mine. My love for her drove away all care and filled my glowing heart like wine. La 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 la. Soon we found the wayside cross, and by the cross a woman stood, and in her begging hand she held a pink bowl. We stopped a while to give her food. Said the woman on the road in the shadow of the cross, beware of dark rider who lives in the moss. As you travel on the track, said the woman as she stood, beware of dark rider who lives in the wood. They say his mother was a man, his father was a man. Beware of dark rider, he will catch you if he can. His eyes are like flames, his hooves are made of brass. Beware of dark rider who lives in the grass. We started out along the way and left her standing there, but her voice followed after us upon the freezing air. The sun was dropping down and the night began to fall. Beware of dark rider was the last we heard of all. A shadow in the undergrowth, a glimmer in the trees. You think of dark rider and your blood begins to freeze. But who is this approaching through the dark and clinging gorse? An old man with a lantern who leads a broken horse. Since first I came to live in the dark green wood, I used to be known as a traveller's friend, and all men thought me good. You cannot conceive the joy that I felt when a pilgrim came inside. Atop of my steed with my lantern held high, I would guide him through the night, guide him through the night. To come by in their twos and their threes, with their maps and staves in hand, and I warned one and all of what would befall when they passed through the Stone Queen's land. But the thought of a wonderful chalice of gold, like a beacon before them burned. So many a young fool went by, and never a man returned, never a man returned. The curtain of death flew over the wood, and left me aged here. The few that came through had forgotten my name, and they looked on me with fear. They thought me a spirit who lived in the trees, oh, evil grew my fame. And terror, a demon, a danger to all, dark rider I became, dark rider I became. I am not allowed to bar a man's way, be he the rich or poor. All I can do is to warn both of you as I warned the others before. When you leave my protection, you cannot be helped by talisman or charm. For once in the grip of the Snow Queen's black hand, only love may keep you warm, love may keep you warm. Young man and his lantern flickered back into the forest. Before us in the dusk there stretched a plain, as far as we could see, and the frosty flames that fell upon our freezing heads warned we'd reached the land of which dark riders spoke. Here were the regions where dwelt the mighty Snow Queen. Here blew the winds that bit to the bone. Here were the fingers that gripped every traveler and turned any living thing to stone. The track soon disappeared, smothered by the snowdrifts, when she rose up like a mountain in our sight, blacking out the sky, and we trembled as the creaking hand reached slowly down, fingers searching for mortals at her feet. Here were the regions where dwelt the mighty Snow Queen. Here blew the winds, bit to the bone. Here were the fingers that bit every traveler and turn any living thing to stone. Starshine crouched against me, and I put my arms around her. We held each other in a last embrace. The wild wind screamed and howled like the voice of some poor soul locked in an ice-bound hell, set to tell us of the fate we must endure. There through the tempest we heard the awful groaning. Cold shards and splinters fell from above. The Snow Queen was grasses, herbs and flowering shrubs sprang up from the trembling plain. All around the forest grew, drawn up by the spring moon's light, where the snow queen once had been. A river flowed into the night. From the other bank we heard the far-off sound of pine or flute. We went across the stepping stones, and once had been the snow queen's rich man's in his bed, the poor man's at his gate. The gypsy has no time to stand around and wait. We travel as we wish, we settle where we please. There's more to living on earth than living a life of ease. On the moor and mountain, down the doddering fell, along the wandering river and by the holy well. As life begins to die, we find a place to stay. Tonight we'll dance and sing on till the break of day. Wolf is in his lair, the fox is in his den. The devil is in the women, the wine is in the men. The rich man lies in bed, the watchman blows his horn. Tonight we'll dance and sing, tomorrow we'll be gone. Waking to another morn, blows the rough and ragged thorn. Memories are fading now of gypsies and of snow. Raising on your sleepy head, take the last of wine and bread. Take my hand, take my love, and onward we will go. Starshine, lead me through the day. Be the beacon, show me the way. Starshine, lead me through the night. Oh, constant flame, eternal light. Through the trees, the cold light spears. Through my mind, the blackest fear. Through the briars, through the leaves, the cold wind wails and whines. Stones are pillow, earth are bare, rough is still the track ahead. Silent figures dressed in black are gliding through the pines. Sunshine, lead me through the day. Be the neither sun nor sky. A gallery of grassy branches clasped above our heads. Track becoming overgrown, were we really lost at last? Suddenly he leaped before us, crouched to bar our way. Twisted limbs like knotted roots, horny hands and curling nails, a tiny pair of glowing eyes beneath a matted skull. Well, my father was a shepherd, he kept sheep all on the hill, and my mama was a vixen that he found in the corner of a field, and they called me the wild man of the hills. I was up all night, crouching on your windowsill, with my face pressed against the pane. Then I was off in the driving rain. I come down to the valley when the stars are in the sky, and I hunt around the farms and fields for things that run and fly, and they call me the wild man of the hills. I rob the hedges from the pools and the whiskey from the stills, and then I'm off in the morning dew before the sound of the cock crow. Well, many times have they tried to track me with dogs and chains and guns, and many times have I wondered if it's them or me who runs. You know they can call me the wild man of the hills, and I'm the one they say they like to kill. But when they try, they always fail. My old friends have mounted high my trail. Gave a snarl and shook his head, shuffled back into the shade. Straight ahead a mountain reared, on its peak a bonfire blazed. We started up the stony path, the tangled forest fell behind. At last we saw him face to face, the old man crippled, bent and blind. And ladies bowed down in front of me. My name was known and feared throughout the land, and I held the fate of many in my hands. I passed my days in fighting and in feast. I had no love for the poor man, no love for the priest. Many a soul was centered on the pyre, but I ruled the people with a sword of fire. One morning I awoke and I was blind. I was robbed from before, I was cheated from behind. They drove me from the palace, scarred and lame, and a wanderer in the forest I became. eyeless beggar with bruised and broken bones. I climbed the hills till I could crawl no higher. There I found the keeper of the fire. His mission was to keep a flame alight that would guide the weary traveller through stormy day and night. He tended to my bruises and my wounds. He told me that his time was coming soon. Until he didn't answer to my call, I found his empty body as the rain began to fall. I clung to put a branch on the flame, and the keeper of the fire I became. Together we walked to the door. Gone was the darkness, gone was the storm. We'd weather the lightning, the thunder, the rain, and the land lay at peace once again. With no place to run and no home to hide, we'd fallen asleep on the cold mountainside. Now we stood there amazed at the sun on the rise and the vision that beat in our eyes. Sunlight's gold, a circuit circular valley, deep as a bowl, at the bottom a lake, as smooth as a bow, and as bright as a blue precious stone. Adventures were over, the journey was through. Now, hand in hand, we raced down through the dew. We raced hand in hand to the foot of the hill, where the water lay shining and still. Where the water lay shining and still. Fantasies and fears, and ain't it hard to breathe when you're living on the dark side of the moon? When you got up too early and you came down too soon, and you're lost in the alley on a Sunday afternoon. Never makes much noise, but just spends her evening smoking and flirting with the boys. Where the boys all go to, no one ever knows. But in her wardrobe, corpses hang up beside the clothes. And ain't it hard to breathe when you're living on the dark side of the moon? When you got up too early, came down too soon, and you're lost in the alley on a Sunday afternoon. Now Lady Jane's called me up and asked me out to tea. She knows I'm just a sucker for anything that's free. She first devours the camembert and oysters not a few. Then she sticks my fingers in a bun and tries to eat them too. And ain't it hard to breathe when you're living on the dark side of the moon? When you got up too early and you came down too soon, and you're lost in the alley on a Sunday afternoon. Calls me down. I've heard it rumored often, she's the finest lady in town. In the night I take her like a heavy squirming stoat, and I wake up in the morning with my fingers around her throat. And ain't it hard to breathe when you're living on the dark side of the moon? When you got up too early and you came down too soon, and you're lost in the alley on a Sunday afternoon. Now keeps his profits jumping with a thing he calls a seed. He took away my life and gave me money in return. Then he danced at my cremation, singing burn, baby, burn. And ain't it hard to breathe when you live on the dark side of the moon? When you got up too early and you came down too soon, and you lost in the alley on a Sunday afternoon. In the tiny room, kind of stage that ladies come and go, talking about cigarettes and where the smoke. If I said they treat me kindly, I'd be telling you a lie. They just came here to cut me up and put me in their eye. And ain't it hard to breathe when you're living on the dark side of the moon? When you got up too early and you came down too soon, and you lost in the alley on a Sunday afternoon. Well, the alley's getting darker now, the air is turning brown. All around, the autumn leaves are slowly falling down. First the frost of winter, and after that the snow. And I'm just getting colder, and I've nowhere else to go. And ain't it hard